Peach gazpacho is my go-to dish because it's so seasonal, so summery, and it's very simple to prepare. You definitely want to smell the peach. I think in the aroma you can tell the ripeness. If you don't smell anything, don't buy it. I've been making this recipe for about 3 years. I love to do it at home. I love to make it for my friends. And we also serve it at 11 Madison Park. Here we have a beautiful sourdough country bread, and we're just gonna make some croutons. You can use also another bread, but since we're in San Francisco, and San Francisco is pretty famous about their sourdough bread, it makes sense to use it for this recipe. And then the garlic for the croutons, just crush it up with the ball of your hand. Also, we have some thyme. We leave it in a big piece because we don't want pieces of herbs in the croutons, but we do want the flavor. Here we have peeled almonds, and we're also going to toast them a little bit. I really enjoy cooking at home. At the restaurant, everything has to run like clockwork, and I have to think of so many things. You know, you forget how beautiful it is to just toast your croutons and really enjoy the smell. The cucumbers, I like to peel them because the skin has a bitter taste to it. Here with the bell peppers, we're just removing the seeds. This recipe really does not work if you do not have beautiful peaches. When the stone comes off like this, you know that they're perfectly ripe. When they're overripe, then they lose the acidity. And I think that's really important, that the acidity is really there. It makes it taste super fresh, and also it makes it alive. So when you eat it, something really happens. Some red wine vinegar, a little bit of tomato juice, some more olive oil, a little bit of Tabasco for a little bit spiciness. And then salt. The salt is going to pull out the water and it's going to make everything marinate. And then also I like to taste it. It's almost like a salad. So perfect. And so we let that sit for 2 to 3 hours. Gotta figure out how this works. Pass it through this chinois. If you have a great blender, you might not even need to strain it. A little bit more Tabasco, more salt, and then a little bit more olive oil. And you see the color is beautiful, and that's from the skin of the peaches. The garnish is not just a garnish, it's a big part of the dish as well. At home, what I like is not everything needs to be so exact. You know, it's actually kind of nice if the shapes are a little different. It almost makes it more accessible and more homey, which is a nice change. If you get a nice extra virgin olive oil, be generous. It really adds to the dish. Some fresh mint. We have the basils, some black pepper, and then this is the dish.